Alright, what's up guys? Today we are working on the Lexus again. We had to take the transmission off last episode because to install my clutch line you had to take the slave back off, and as you guys know, if you use a T56 slave, it's an internal slave cylinder, and my adapter plate uses that, so had to take all this stuff off to get to it, but it's in there nice now. So now we just gotta put this back together. Really all you gotta do is lift the motor very slightly and you should be able to get it to go back in. But last time I did this was with a friend. I had Taylor here helping me, so it's a little bit easier. But we're gonna go ahead now and get this bolted back up, and then we can start tearing down the car. All right, what's up guys? It got really hot. Took me a little longer than it should have, but about an hour later, we have this thing put together. Of course, the input shaft never wants to sit in there and spin on its own. So you have to tighten each corner just a little bit more to pull the transmission closer and closer and closer until it's finally in place. And anyways, finally have this all hooked up. So that's together now for good. So all we gotta do now is start taking apart the front end, and we can put this back together. Now it is like, it's 89 degrees here in Mississippi, but the humidity is 100%, and it says that it feels like 97, and it feels every bit of 97 out here. So we are going to be done for the day. I have an early day off tomorrow, so we'll be back here after lunch tomorrow, and we'll continue working on this, and we'll get the front end taken apart at least, and maybe we'll have this thing stabbed back in the car resting on the mounts, and we can see where the shifter lines up. But until then, you know, just fast forward about 15 seconds and we'll be back. So right now is the time you can pause it, you know, go cook some food, whatever. But we'll be back soon. All right, what's up guys? So we're back, and now we are working on the Lexus, and guess what? Engine's in the car. So the transmission lines up relatively good. I don't really know for sure yet. So now that we have the actual engine and transmission in the car, what we're going to work on now is we're going to get in here and we're going to take this console out and remove the automatic shifter so we can see just exactly how close or not close the transmission lines up. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so here is what we ended up with, guys. It comes a little short, so we're definitely gonna have to notch this a little bit, but that's fine, because if I'm actually not mistaken, I think that the automatic tunnel is actually smaller than the standard tunnel. So I think that it'll come out even anyway. So anyways, now we're gonna get up under the car and try and jack it up a little bit and see if we can't get the cross member on here, and see if maybe it'll push this up enough for us to be able to bolt this trans in place and see what final fitment looks like. All right guys, so I have the transmission jacked up a little bit, and as you can see, we are hitting a little bit right there, and yeah, so that's gonna have to be cut for sure. Gonna have to be notched, probably, I'm gonna guess probably about 2 inches or so, and that ought to be good. And then yeah, that's as high as up as it'll go, because it's hitting and I don't want to like mess it up, so I can't bolt the transmission in place. And so I'm thinking that this is where I'm going to end the video, because I actually don't have the tools on hand ready to cut this, and I want to get this video out as soon as possible so that way I can keep a steady little bit of content going for you guys. And I guess the part 2 to this video will be cutting that, bolting the transmission up, and putting the front end back together, and then troubleshooting issues. So anyways, we got to get a shift boot and a shift knob, and then start putting this back together, and we're probably going to end up having to splice something to do with the park neutral safety switch, because since this is the automatic computer car, it's not going to recognize that it's not in park, and so it's not going to want to crank, probably, if I had to guess. Could be wrong. Yeah, so, and then I think this car has like wheel speed sensors in the back wheels, so I'm pretty positive that the speedometer and everything is going to work right, like the gauges and everything. So I don't think we have an issue to worry about there. But anyways, that's it guys. So if you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at mellow_2jz. I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. And then yeah, other than that guys, hope you all enjoyed the video and have a wonderful day. Peace.